Now, in 13.3, that is the next lesson, permutation and combination, even the title is a new vocabulary word. The first key concept that we will have is the fundamental content principle that says if M occur, M is the name of the event. In M way, this is the number of possible ways that M happen. An event N occur in N ways. The event M followed by the event N can occur in M times N ways. An example is better to understand. If we have 4 entries and 6 drinks, that means you may do a combination here to have arrangement. You have 4 possibilities, you have 4 entries and 6 drinks. Then the lunch special will be 4 times 6, that will be 24 possible lunch special. Now here is a tree to make the example how can be the combination. For example, the blue jeans with red shirt, you have a blue jeans and a red shirt, green jeans, green shirt, and so on. Now black will be black and red pant. You may do combinations, see in this, but it will be better if you only multiply 2 times 3. There are 2 jeans and 3 kind of shirts. That means 2 times 3 will be 6. This is the same. You have 6 in this. But now let's make an example about this. Here we have, suppose the computer generates password that begin with a letter followed by 2 digits, like R38. The same digit can be used more than once. And how many different passwords can the computer generate? First, we have to know how many letters we may have. We may have 26. That is the alphabet in English, because they don't have the N. Now, the other is a combination for this, the next digit. How many digits we have? We have 10 digits. From 0 to 9. Now we have another digit, that is another 10. Then will be 100 times 26 will be 2,600. That are the different passwords that computer can generate in that one, 216. Now, here we have another word that is part of the title. Permutation is an arrangement of items in which the order of the object is important. This part is important. Understand that in the permutation, the order is. Now, this is the definition of permutation. Here, there is a relation with the counting principle. But now, I want to explain something here. There is a notation for that. That is n factorial. The first thing is the n factorial. That is the multiplication of the number. For example, 4 factorial, this 4 factorial, that is 4 with exclamation mark. That doesn't mean 4, no, as a string, no. It's 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 will be 12, 12 times 2 will be 24. Okay, the answer will be 24 in that situation. Now, there is a key in your calculator for that situation. This one. We will, for example, that example will be 4. We'll go to shift, and this one. We have 4 and exclamation mark equal to 24. Now, that is the first kind, the simple permutation. Now, this one, for example, in how many ways you can arrange 12 books on a shelf? When we are talking about arrangement, that is, says here, in arrangement of items, which order of the object is important. Now, in this one is how many ways you can arrange 12 books. This is the simplest way. Now, will be our 12 books will be 12 factorial. You may do 12 times 11, etc. But the simplest way is go to 12 chief factorial. The answer is this big number. Now, what that means is you have 12 books. You may organize in this quantity for 479 million way to make this one. Okay, the answer for that one is 1079 million 1006. Now, that is the 12 factorial. It's a big number. The way do you may arrange books? Mind that you are making only 3 arrangements: book A, book B, and book C. The arrangement in a simple way will be 3 factorial. That is 3 times 2 times 1. That is 6. This is ABC. Another way can be ACB. Another way can be BCA. We have 3. Another one will be BAC, example, or CAB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is missing 1. Probably CBA. Yes, that it is. The 6th way you may order 3 books. Imagine 12 books like this one is for 479 million way, more than that. Now, there's number 2. Now let's go for permutation. That is kind of complex here. Here we have the formula for permutation notation, because when R is specific arrangement, is different notation. Example says the number permutation n item a set arranged of a set arranged R item at the time is, we have this one, NPR. The quantity of item that we have, the permutation symbol, and R is the quantity of the order that we have 1, 2, and 3 orders. Now, this is the formula. 9 factorial over, n factorial minus n minus r factorial. In this example that we have, AP3 will be a factorial, a minus 3 will be 5, a factorial divided by 5 factorial, and we get the result. Okay, this is a big formula, but there is a way in your calculator to solve this one. For example, this is, it says using graphing calculator, but even those simple calculators have. Let's solve this example that we have, that is 10p of 3. 3 permutation of 3. 10 permutation of 3. Now, we will make 10. We are going to make chief, and we go, in my calculator is in this place. Notice, is NPR. We use this. Now it's a P there, and write 3. And that is 720. The same number that we have. Now let's make the exercise that is in the book. Number 3 it says 12 swimmers compete in a race. How many possible ways can swimmer finish first, second, and third? In this one, the order is important, because it's important to be the first one, to be the second one, etc. Said there are 12 swimmers. Now, the notation will be 12 P. How many places? We are talking about 1, first, second, and third. We are talking about 3. Now, this is 12 P of 3. Now, in notation, using the formula will be 12 minus 3 factorial loads. Now, the result using the calculator is 12, the P, and the number 3. And the answer is 1,320. Now, the next situation is when we have a combination. It says a combination is a selection of items in which the order is not important. That is the difference. In permutation is important, in combination is not important. Okay, suppose that you select a 3 different fruit to make a fruit salad. The order of you select of fruit doesn't matter. Now here we have it. Instead of have a P, we have a C. 9 combination of 4. And the formula is different. 9 factorial over R times n minus R factorial. The only thing that is different with the permutation is we add this R here. We have the simplification, but also the calculator has a key for that. Now, here will be 9 combinatory here. We have the C. Here we have it. And will be number 4. What is the result? 126. That is the same result, 126. Now, let's see the example number 4. Says, a server class has 8 freshmen. 5 of the freshmen are to be on cleanup crew and for the town annual picnic. How many different ways are there to choose the member? Are there to choose the 5-member cleanup crew? Now, it doesn't matter the order here because it's not saying which one has to be first, etc. And now this notation will be 8 combinatory of on number 5. Now here will be 8 chief, this key, and 5. And the answer is 56. Is 56. If we have to write the formula, will be 8 factorial divided by 5 factorial. 8 minus 5 factorial is equal to 56. That is the final result. Now, here we have the last one. It says how to identify combinatorial and permutation. Well, you may read it, but the key is the order words. Is important the order or not? Let's make this example. It says yogurt shop allowed to choose any 3 of the 10 possible mixing for juice rice smoothies. How many different juice rice smoothies are possible? Now we have 10 possible. We only can choose 3. It doesn't matter the order. It doesn't matter you want chocolate first or vanilla at the end. No. It's only you choose. From 10, you may combine in 3 different ways. Now, will be 10 combinatory of 3. And we get the answer, 120. 120. That's it. I will make only exercise simple. These are something that are complicated. As a matter of fact, I says that this topic is for the test. Please study. But also this topic is important in the SAT. If you want to make the SAT or the PA, this topic is important. Definitely you will have some question about that in that exams. I'm finished with the videos. Only one thing that I see right now is 0 factorial. I challenge you to make that in your calculator. 0 factorial, you will see what is the answer. It's very interesting what is the answer. 0 factorial. And now that is the last video of the year. Good luck. Prepare for the test. I will make a Zoom meeting for questions. Bye.